Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me share this with my Facebook group, Fab Pal, because you never know when I'm going to do a live video. You just never know. Not with me, you never know. But we are going to we're going to get better and better. Yes, God, we are. Yes, God, we are. We're going to be better and better. Oh, Lord. This is not what I'm supposed to be. Oh, Lord. Let me see if somebody watching. Okay, I still got one. Oh, somebody here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Diana, Fab Pal, Tia. Y'all are just, I'm not going to cry today. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I missed you. I want to share this video. Give me 1 second. Share it with my Facebook group, Fab Pals, because they might have not gotten the notification. So give me 1 second. Okay, and boom, we done. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to let you. Oh no, what's the bad news, Tia? I was just going to say. But tell me the bad news, and I will be praying for you, baby. I love you. I love you, Fab Pal Tia. I love you. So it's a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh man. Fab Pal Tia, I actually was going to, touch on the coronavirus pandemic during these holidays. So I definitely know that you're going to pull through. You're going to be okay. We are speaking against. We speaking against it. We binding it up. That you will not have to be on the respirator. You're not going to be out of breath. You're going to be one of those people that is asymptomatic. So we wish you a speedy recovery, and we are excited to have you for Bible study Thursday, for you to be able to tell us your progress. So we're just very excited for you. Also, I shipped out your pots today, this morning. I made a mistake and left the receipt or the tracking number information in the car with my husband, but they are already shipped off. I will get that information to you. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Fab Pals, I don't have one on hand. Let me show you. If you want a pot, okay, these nice clay pots with the nice holes in it, Mama sells them. These right here, Mama selling them. Okay, so let me know. Orchids, the number 4 dummies at gmail.com, honey, and I can get you some, okay? But first off, I wanted to, like I said, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I want to just let you guys know that I'm grateful to be here. I have joy in my heart. I'm just excited to be amongst the living. I'm pleased that I don't have the coronavirus, that my intermediate family, which is my husband and my daughter, does not have it. So I mean, to God be the glory. And like I said, Tia, he's gonna bring you out. So you definitely will be okay. And that's in Jesus' name. I really do promise you, you're gonna be okay. I myself had some bad news, but I'm not going to. I don't want to be. I'm not being negative. I'm just giving you motivation to why you should be as happy as you can be today. I have a cousin and her first grandbaby. She's one of those people that live for their children. Their children is their life. So as you can imagine, her grandchild was. I mean, it was her life. And over the weekend, which was Sunday, which was yesterday, the house caught on fire, and the grandbaby and her father, they did not make it. So we're talking about a baby that was 4 years old that is no longer with us. And like I said, I'm not saying it to be negative to make you feel bad. I'm here to motivate you. If you have the activities of your limbs, if you have money in the bank, if all of your bills are paid, if your child is okay as far as education wise, don't forget about those that are less fortunate. Don't forget about those that are dealing with things that we as a person cannot really help them with other than just praying for them. So when you are giving, that's what the topic of this Monday motivation is. Don't be like me. Don't be somebody that is quick to give somebody money, but give of yourself. Okay, and that's not just for you, that's for me as well. You know, some of us have taken major risk with the coronavirus, going here, going there, doing this, doing that. So during this season, when it is I can only tell you what I know. Now thank God I'm okay, but I just heard somebody out my window talking about their lights are off and they owe the light company $530. $530 for a light bill. My other neighbor, somebody slashed her tires. So she has two flat tires. And I mean, okay. So this is why we have to be the best version of ourselves. So we are mentally, spiritually, and financially able to be a blessing to someone. Because this year I have really just taken time to work on myself. I really have done a lot of things as far as my pal family, but my blood family, I mean, I have not really done too much for them because the coronavirus. So I've been at home all year except for maybe 3 times. And so I've not just been sitting at home isolating myself because I am someone that enjoys my own company, but I've been doing work on myself spiritually, financially, emotionally, to make sure that when I am out in public next year, that I'm going to do bigger and better things to be able to be a blessing to more people, that I'm going to be more involved and not be someone that just gives money. And I mean, if you're able to give money, kudos to you. I mean, I'm not knocking myself for being somebody that gives money but don't come to no events. I'm saying I'm going to do better. And so this Christmas year, I want you to, if it's nothing but going through your cabinets, getting those beans that you have not eaten in forever, go and give them to somebody. Give them to the homeless coalition. Buy some blankets for wherever your homeless shelter is. I don't even know if they're doing homeless shelters now, but don't forget about the homeless. Don't forget about the elderly. Don't forget about those that are not as fortunate and that are not as blessed as you. So I challenge you to be kind. Do something for somebody that you love, that you admire, such as, somebody that whose feet you want to sit at, meaning someone who has achieved certain things in life that you are hoping to achieve. Be a blessing to them. Well, what do you give someone that already has everything? Your time. Let them know, hey, can I cut your grass? Sure, you can pay somebody to cut your grass, but when you go out and cut their grass, it shows a different side. It shows good character. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. But be considerate. Make a gift. We hear all the time, we tell children all the time that the gifts that you make are the best gifts for me to receive. Honey, we are still like that as grown people. Some of the best gifts in my life is stuff that people has given me. I love an orchid and I love when someone blesses me with an orchid. But when you bless me with a kiki, it's just something that I will cherish for the rest of my life, because this is something that you have put your love, your energy into. This is something that cannot be, created whatever. This is something that you have to grow and care for. So this is basically somebody else's love and care sitting in my home, and it touches my heart each and every day. So moving forward, like I said, Monday motivation. If you are in a position where you're okay, you're doing well, give of yourself. And I mean, hey, if you're not able, if you're not there yet, you still working on yourself, okay, then go ahead, give your coins. Go give your coins. Give your coins. Different charities. A lot of these churches are in need of money because they've been shut down. Give money to your local school systems, okay. You have to find, and what you are doing is planting a seed. Okay, you're doing it from the kindness of your heart. Please don't do anything for anybody or any entity, and you're going to have to go around and start telling the whole world this is what I did. Because what I'm talking about doing is doing something out of God's love. Okay, doing something that is bigger than yourself. Like for instance, some of us have parent, or we have, what are they called? What is it called? I can't even think of the name. But you know, when you divorce or you separate and you're a single parent, what is the other parent called? Your ex, I don't know, but you know, your child's parent. You know, if you're a single parent and you have children with someone that you don't like, maybe this person is not even in the child's life. This is a chance for you to show your maturity and be a blessing to that person. Send them a nice little card. You Christmas cards. That's what I've been doing all day. I've been doing all my Christmas cards. You know, I've been doing all my Christmas shopping. I've been doing all of that. So Christmas cards, just send a card and saying, I wish you a Merry Christmas. You don't have to get into no details or nothing like that. If you want to take it a step farther, if you know that you have done something to them, say what it is and apologize through that card. You know, extend an olive branch, if you will. And like I said, my mama is on call block right now. She's blocked from all social media platforms. I still love my mama. My sister called me Saturday and she was like, "What's going on with you and mama?" And I was like, she was like, "Are you mad at mama? What's the problem with mama?" And I was like, "I don't have no problem with her. But every time I call her, it's like you tolerating me." And I got like this real big complex about being around people that feel as if they have to tolerate me. Baby, you don't have to you don't have to tolerate this one. Okay, because I'm okay here at this house by myself, baby. I enjoy my company. I love me. And I mean, I got my house so clean that the king himself, I'm not talking about the King of England. I'm not talking about the King of Romania. I'm not talking about the King of rock and roll. I'm talking about the King Jesus. Okay? My house cleanliness is close to godliness. So I've been cleaning my house, putting inside of my mind, what if God was coming over to my house? And you know, God is the king. So what if I had a king come into my house? I don't want them to, you know, be, you know, around dirt and clutter and bugs and rats and smell bad stuff. I don't want that. I want it to be a nice, clean environment because that's helping me psychologically as well. It keeps down confusion in my home. I promise you, if you a witness, say co-parenting. That's the word, Diana. Yes, if you got a co-parent that you're dealing with that, you know, they don't pay child support, they're not doing the right thing, this is what I want you to do, because this is what I'm doing. Okay, so let me break it down to me. I mean, I think I've mastered this, but just to give you some context, like even now, sometimes I can text my ex-wife, or you know, I can call her, you know, to talk about the child. The only thing we talk about is the child. I don't ask her who she's talking to, which I really feel as if I should be privileged to that information, but I don't really think I can take it. So I'm not going to ask questions that I really don't want the answers to. So that's a personal thing right there. But I don't ask her a personal business when she does things that I feel as if is not the best parenting. I don't complain. I don't call blowing up her phone, checking on her Havela when she's in her care. You know, we have good boundaries or whatever. She respects my husband. I mean, it's good. I don't want to gloat on how good I got it, but let me tell you how I got it this way. First and foremost, God to be the glory, you know, giving up all those past emotions, all those all of those circumstances that never really got clarity or closure. Just let it go. Just let it go, especially if you have moved on with another person and you happy with that other person. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So when I would call her and you know she's in one of those moods, I don't go back and forth with her. I don't egg her on. I don't do anything to fuel the fire. I do have the option to just hang up, but thank God it's not resulted to that. But you know, I mean, you gotta love people where they are. And sometimes, you know, it takes, you know, extending the olive branch, you know, and it does not have to be that. It does not have to be, you know, somebody that's a single parent. In this orchid community, I started out with friends in this orchid community, and honey, for some reason, I have not spoken to them all year. Now, I don't know if we friends or not, but I do know that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and he's the master of lies and confusion. So before I get him in my head talking about, oh, they jealous of you, oh, they don't want to be your friend no more, oh, they just don't fool with you no more, oh, they see they ain't even, I'm all on their page trying to see if they still you know, a follower or subscribe to me, all of that stuff. Them is devil games. Don't get into them devil games. Okay, so how I, you know, combat those devil games to get it out of my head, go ahead, do something nice for them. Not to where it looks as if you're clout chasing or you're trying to get attention from them. You know, like I said, a Christmas card, honey, them Christmas cards. Girl, y'all better get into them Christmas cards. You get a box of them for $1 and you can write a little note in there. I love you. And, you know, I just want to let you know we still friends, X, Y, and Z. Boom. That's how you do it. Boom. You putting that good energy out there. Boom. You're planting good seeds of faith. And that way next year, honey, you already high stepping. Because you know you've been doing good. You know you've been doing right by people. You know you've been doing the right thing. So you know that God, you're in a position for God to bless you. The reason why I've been really cleaning my house, aside from what God has been telling me lately, which is don't be a sluggard and to consider the ways of the ant and to be, you know, like a Proverbs 31 woman. But also keeping my house clean is an indication of how I look on the inside. For instance, I say this to people all the time. If you want to know if somebody's house clean, look at how their car is. If you get in a car and it's trashy, honey, trust and believe their house trashy too. Trust and believe their lifestyle is trashy too because it's out of order. The reason that I'm coming to you guys so late in the evening is because I had to do everything in decency and order. Because when I get out of doing things in decency and order, I get confused. I get to wasting time. I get to being defeated. I get to, you know, just shutting down, throwing in a towel and, you know, feeling like I can't do it, demoralized. And so you remember, we can talk about this another day, but remember I said going and focusing on one thing at a time. And so after I got my whole house, you know, acceptably clean at the same time, then I was able to go back to one room, look at something that I could clean a little bit more, like cleaning out those kitchen cabinets. When the last time you cleaned out your kitchen cabinets? Why are you cleaning out your kitchen cabinets and you running across canned items or non-perishable items that been in your cabinet for 2-3 years? Go ahead, give it to the homeless, honey. You know, buy some groceries, pack a couple of lunches, go around your neighborhood, give them out to people on the corner or something. You know, and this is stuff that is going to be a testament of who you are. This is not for you to go around and brag and be like, I did this, I did that. This is so when you are in a low spot, when you are in a place of adversity, when you are the one that needs a friend, a shoulder to lean on, and no one else is there for you, then you are able to look back over your life and look at all of the positive things that you have done. And that should give you hope that what you are going through is only for a moment. It's temporary. I promise you, trouble does not last always. I can promise you that joy cometh in the morning. All you got to do is hang on. Hang on in there. Do not give up. Do not give in to negativity. Like I said, my mom, I love my mom, but baby, when I tell you next year, I'm not doing negativity. I've already been conditioning my husband to not be speaking that negativity around me. I'm just not doing it. And I mean, even though my mom is on call block, even though I've had, a lot of death in our family this year, even though I've been, safe at home all year, girl, I can tell you, I can look inside of myself and feel and ask myself, and girl, I feel wonderful. I feel great. Girl, I have to curse because you have to understand how proud of myself I am. I'm so damn proud of myself. And that's just a good feeling because I don't need you to be proud of me. I'm proud of myself because I'm waking up, cooking my daughter and my husband breakfast. I'm cleaning up the kitchen and trying to straighten up the house before I go to sleep at night. My husband is not my Lord and Savior anymore. I have wasted so much time and so much effort on making my husband my everything. And that's out of order. It's out of order. God had been telling me this is not me. This is not God. He can't do for you what I do for him. So what I'm doing now, before I came and talked to you guys, I just loved on God. I mean, I didn't have to ask him for nothing because the Bible say we don't even know what to pray for. But I prayed for my foul pals. I prayed for those people that despitefully use me. Okay, the people that lie on me, that spread dirt on my name. I prayed for our country. I pray for our political leaders. I pray that everything will work out for our good. And I just loved on God. Oh God, I love you. Oh God, I'm not cleaning the house for my husband no more. I'm cleaning the house for God. So when my husband come home and he don't show the appreciation I feel as if I deserve, my feelings not hurt no more. My feelings not hurt. It's not hurt. When my husband come home and we not doing the things that we used to do sexually, my feelings is not hurt. I'm okay because I'm putting all of that energy into God. Okay, you can if you don't believe in God, and I'm not here to judge. This is no judgment zone. I'm just telling you what works for me. But you can put that energy into starting a nonprofit organization, start a charity, volunteer at the school. It's a lot of things that you can go outside and pick up trash. I'd have did it because you want your community to look good. So remember, do for yourself what you would have others do for you. You can't always change. You can't change the world, but you can change the world that you live in because you as an individual, this is your life. This is your world. The world is only what you perceive it to be. So control it. Control it. If you don't like your life, fix it. Okay, fix it. I'm telling you, you only got one life to live. Don't live your life for nobody else. Don't live it. Don't be in no relationships that you're not even in love with this person no more. Let it go. Let it go. Because you're messing up their life. So that's pretty much all I had to say. That I'm doing good. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you're having orchid success because I am having orchid success and I'm just so proud of myself. I mean, I'm so proud of myself. It's ridiculous. And I mean, it's not like pride. It's not like pride of life type of situation, but just looking at all of the things that I was struggling with this time last year and I'm doing so much better. And what I basically was trying to say, that until you're able to be faithful for what you already have, God is not going to bless you with more. And so now that I know that I'm keeping my house clean, I'm paying my bills, I'm blessing other people, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. To me, it's like being, okay, so let's take God and promotion out of it. I mean, let's take God and blessing out of it. Let's talk about work and co-work, something that we all got and we can all touch and agree on. Because it's always a co-worker at your job that does not like you because you're you. You ain't did nothing to them. You ain't said nothing to them. And they trying to get you fired. They're trying to underhand you. They're just evil. First and foremost, understand that in this life, there are going to be some good people. And trust and believe, honey, it's people out there that is evil and they love being evil. Okay, so let them be evil. And that is why you are doing the work on yourself, so you can be an example, an ensample to those type of people. So when they come to you and they get on your nerve, for instance, and I'm not going to say any names, but I had a fab pal message me and she said, "Oh my God, my coworker, la 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 la. I just want her to fuck off." Oh, 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 oh. And like I said, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. I just have to use what I got to be able to teach. No, we're not fucking off. That's not what we're going to do. And we're not going to kiss booties, because that's definitely not what mama does. But give them a Christmas card and a peppermint. Give them a Christmas card and a peppermint candy and say, "I wish you well." Okay? And when they come to you with that fuck off energy, honey, you don't have to deal with that. And if it's too much for you, if it's making your work environment uncomfortable, honey, I'm the girl, baby. People be talking about don't snitch, honey, baby. Mama is the queen snitcher. Okay? I will snitch if it involves me. I will snitch to make sure that it is no way, it does not come back to hunt me, because sometimes we get judged and juried by how it looks. So if they say, "Well, you was there," for instance, if somebody go rob a bank and you was in the car while they was in the store robbing the bank, you going to jail too. So, baby, y'all better get up out that no snitching zone, baby. I'm snitching because do right. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Oh my God. And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about evil people. But so go to your what is called, honey, been so long since I had a job. Your boss people, and file a complaint. They making my work environment uncomfortable. That's your right. So when I say you can't change the world, but you can change the world that you live in. This is a coworker that is harassing you. Baby, it don't take much to harass me. It don't take much. And if you harass me, you harass me. And I don't deal with harassment. Okay? So go file a complaint of harassment. It don't have to be sexual harassment, and the other co-workers might not like you. It don't matter. Complain about them too. Find you a new job. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't let anybody take away your happiness. If you got to the point where somebody talking about you need to tell somebody to fuck off, hey, you need to go in the closet and do a couple of breathing treatments, because that person is your test. That person is testing you to see if you're able to go to the next level. God is not going to bless you to the next level until you're able to deal with that person. You can't. This is what boss people deal with all the time. So you got to step it up. Step it up. If you don't know how to step it up, ask God for the strength. Read a book that's teaching you tools on how to deal with people that are evil, because you're going to have to deal with them. And you're going to have to deal with them gracefully. Because if you stoop to their level, you're going to stay at their level. I can only tell you what I know. That's why I'm telling you, my mama is on car block. She has to understand that I don't need you. My grandma is dead. And if you cannot, what's the right word? What am I looking for her, honestly? I am looking for her to, bridge the gap. Definitely. I know she can't compensate for my grandmother, but you can bridge the gap so I'm not walking around feeling like a orphan. And my poor stepdaddy is great and wonderful, and I'm going to take my own advice. And I'm going to call my stepdaddy because my stepdaddy should not have to suffer. And I know he's going to try to talk and all this and that, but that's my stepdaddy. So I can't be hypocritical. I can't be mad at my mama for not talking to me enough and then be mad at my daddy for talking to me too much. So we have to make sure that we're walking in stability, because I can only tell you what the Bible says because that's all I know. You can look up a quote from another human being if you want to, but what the Bible says is a man that's unstable in one way is unstable in all of his ways. So you have to take that to heart. So when I wake up and, put something in the forefront of your mind, where I'm waking up is I'm doing all of this, as far as my being domestic, cooking, cleaning, providing, and caring for people and creatures. I'm doing that because God created me to be a servant. God created me to serve. And so if I can't be a servant, if I don't have a spirit of servitude, then I'm already out of order. I'm out of order. And I cannot be tired from just doing the stuff God has blessed me with. God, I am so fortunate to be able to be an African American gay male and to be able to stand in my truth. And I mean, it blows my mind. You often hear me talk about some of the negative things, but just a couple of, it blows my mind. You got to remember, honey, I was born before the internet, okay, and before computers and cell phones. So, I know how it feels to feel alone. But it blows my mind to know that my auntie, which is my grandmother's sister, and they old school. They don't deal with that gay stuff. They not like that. They call you weird. That's just how they are. So to hear her to refer to my husband as my husband, and for her to actually love and everybody love my husband. So let me just say that everybody loves my husband, and I don't know if that's a sign or indication that this is really the person for you when everybody that you bring them to loves them as well, but just that's a blessing. But she loved him, so that signifies to me that my grandmother would have loved and accepted him. My mom loves and accepts him. My mom buys him. My mom and dad buys him expensive gifts. Okay, so I could just sum it up. Everybody, from my ex-wife to my parents, all appreciate and acknowledge that I'm married to a man and that what we have going on is love, point blank and period. Okay, it ain't no you going to hell type of vibes anymore. And to be able to have a daughter, a flesh and blood daughter that was, believe it or not, created in love. Okay, believe it or not, created in wedlock, honey. Yes, God. Yes, God. Okay, that's just me. But you do for you and I do for me. That's just me. But I'm fortunate enough to have that and to have a good relationship with her mother, even though our marriage failed. Girl, it failed. It failed horribly. And so that's just a blessing. And I cannot sleep on those blessings. So when I have those tough and difficult days, such as my husband, when he made me mad and I had to throw all his clothes out the house, that was just, when was that? Like a couple of days ago? That was not too long ago. So girl, I still go through stuff, but after I threw his stuff out the house, okay, setting boundaries, let him know, honey, you're not going to be living in here treating me any kind of way. No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. He went and got his clothes. He apologized, and I ain't had that problem since. I ain't had no problems out of him. We ain't harboring on it. We not. I mean, everything is going well. So when I'm telling you all of this stuff, this is stuff that I'm either going through, I'm working through, or I have already been through. And I want you guys to succeed in life the way that I am. I mean, I don't know how you measure success, but how I measure success is me being happy and being able to be a blessing to the people that are around me genuinely. It was only 2 years ago, my husband and my daughter told me over and over that I am mean, that I'm just mean. And I'm just mean. And that was a tough pill to swallow. Like, damn, my own child think I'm mean. So Lord knows what other people think. So that's why I'm doing the work. I'm not gonna walk around and be like, oh, they wrong. They should have never said I'm mean. No, ma'am. The people that live with you are the people that know you. So, baby, trust them when they telling you something. You know people. It was hard for me to hear my daughter say that I'm mean. Like, oh my God, that hurt my feelings so bad. But that started to change in me. I can't, no. We're not going to do, because my mama is mean to me. And she's mean because she's just mean. And no, I'm going to break that generational curse. I'm going to break it. But I have to find a balance to, be a father that doesn't spare the rod and, set boundaries in my relationship so that my husband is not just walking all over me and taking me for granted. But at the same time, it's all about doing it with grace. I don't want to talk about no more Jesus stuff because I want to accommodate the people that don't get down like that. So sum it up, like I said, when you know you've been doing the right thing as far as your job, you're able to walk to your supervisor or your superiors with with confidence, knowing that you're asking for a promotion because you deserve a promotion because you're already doing the work of the level that you're trying to get to, or you have already mastered the level that you are already in. That's the same thing with God. When you know you've been doing right, and I mean, trust and believe, we all fall short. Trust and believe. But when you know you've been putting out nothing but good vibes and good energy, you're able to go to God. You're able to go to your supervisor and say, look, it's that time. It's that time. So I want a house. I want a greenhouse. I want 2 cars. I want financial freedom. I want prosperity. I want to eliminate poverty in my life. I want good health, good strength. Okay, I want to be wise, make better decisions. All of those things are things that I'm already working on. And so that's all I say to you. Just do your best. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Sometimes you got to start all the way over. I had to start all the way over. There's nothing wrong with starting all the way over. So if somebody get there before you, it's okay. That's their timing. When you get there in your timing, it's going to be so much more beautiful. You're going to be surrounded by positive people that are going to love and be celebratory to your success because they're genuinely happy for you. For you to get there, you got to do some cleaning. You got to clean the house. Get all that negativity up out of there, okay? And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. If you give me a moment, I'm going to go get my cat Leah and show it to you. But I'm done with the Monday motivation. I want to show you my cat Leah because I didn't do my sip and see. I didn't do my sip and see Saturday or Sunday. And I do apologize. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Just forgive me. That's all I can say. I don't know what the excuse was, but just forgive me. Let me show you my cat, Leah. Give me 1 second. Oh. Okay, I'm back, Fab Pal. So I did not get a chance to let you see it. Ah! Oh! 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 Okay, so I'm scared of dead stuff. I'm finna put this down real quick. As you can see, it's dead, it's falling apart. And I know y'all said do this and do that. And I mean, I don't want it to die. I'd have had it 2 years. But um girl, girl, I can't do it. I'm just not there yet. And so, honey, I'm on the level where we still talking about repotting. Okay, I got look. I I don't want to touch it. Well, this just off the top of my head. This just on hand, on deck. But I have so many orchids, honey. Mama ain't even repotted. I mean, it's so bad to where I'm trying to learn how to take care of them while they still in the original container. But don't leave because I'm about to show you another cat, Leah. Okay. But I wanted to, I wanted to give a tributary because I had a Fab Pal on one of my old videos was that called me an idiot. And this is, trust and believe I'm not, my feelings not hurt. But he said, oh, he an idiot because he threw away a plant and he could have brought it back. So let me say this. I know how to bring an orchid back, boo-boo. I made videos. I done taught other people on how to bring an orchid back. Just because you know how to bring an orchid back don't mean that you want to bring it back. It's not my fault that this cat Leah got black rot like that. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. I mean, it's not my fault. So I'm scared. I was scared of, I'm still a little bit scared of, when the roots die and get mushy and gushy. That's me. That's me. I'm scared of it. And so if I'm scared of it, if it's not for me anymore, it's my coins. I can throw it away, boo-boo. Because guess what, honey? What one orchid won't do, another one will. I present to you the orchid that my Fab Pal Blanca from Orchid Diva, she picked out this beautiful cattleya for me. Yes, God, she did. She picked it out when I met her at Redlands Orchid Festival. So this cattleya is called Blanca, and I'm not gonna give you an update on her, but yeah, I've had her since Redlands 2019 when I met Fab Pal Blanca. She has tried to rebloom for me twice before. One right here, if you can see the sheath, the dried up sheath, one right here, and then this summer when those bugs ate it up, and after she had produced the buds and everything, the bugs ate it up. And so when I brought her home, she had blooms, but she did not survive the trip from Florida to Alabama. So this is actually the first time that I've actually getting a chance to see the cattleya because at Redlands, honey, I was having a good time. So after Blanca chose it for me, I mean that was pretty much it. I never really got a chance to smell it or anything like that. There is no fragrance, but I will say that this is a faithful bloomer. And so I'm really excited about that because I have a dendrobium that's a faithful bloomer. I want at least a faithful bloomer out of every genre. Like I want a faithful Phalaenopsis, a faithful Cattleya, a faithful Vanda, a faithful Dendrobium. Those orchids that's just going to keep on blooming because they're happy and they're good orchids. So, honey, yes, I'm going to throw that orchid away so this one can have a little bit more window space, a little bit more light. And this orchid is called LC Long Tone. Honey, I don't know what this say. I don't know. If you know what it's saying, then that's what it say. But it's so cute. It's so cute. I'm not so this gives me hope, and it makes me, now I'm ready to buy a whole nother Cattleya, and I'm ready. So I'm so excited. So and like I said, I'm not advocating on giving up on orchids, because this is an orchid I've had over 2 years, which is my first Oncidium. And honey, I had been trying to kill it and been trying to get rid of it, and I tried. And so now honey, it's a whole new day. It's a whole new day, honey. I understand, honey. All of these orchids, you cannot give them that Phalaenopsis care. This orchid, honey, I water it almost every day. I water it almost every day, and she loves it. She loves it. She loves it. I didn't know, I didn't know good roots from bad roots. Now I know, because the good roots have grown. And soon enough, it's going to be more good roots than bad roots. So I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is, if you have an orchid and you don't want it, and you don't have anybody that you can give it to, honey, girl, don't stress yourself out about throwing it away. Because some of us have orchids like this that is, I mean, it's going to be years and years before it makes a flower, or before it, do anything for you. So it's your prerogative if you want to throw orchids away, and it's your prerogative if you want to remove people from your dwelling, from your atmosphere. Everybody is not blessed enough to be allowed access to you. You have to start thinking more highly of yourself, because people are only going to treat you the way you let them treat you. So that's all I got to say. I wish you all a blessed and prosperous week. Make sure to check out all my videos. I love you guys. I thank you so much for everything that you have done. I thank you for all of the positive things that you're doing, not only in our community, but out in the world. I just thank you, because I know people that grow orchids are typically good, loving, nurturing people. So I appreciate each and every one of you. All I'm saying, and all I'm trying to get you to understand, is it is some evil ass people out here. And these people are out here doing the most. And so us good people, we can't be just good inside our house. And to the people that's around us, we got to push the limit. No, I'm not giving my neighbors a Christmas card. No, not this year. God's still working on me. Like I said, as I talk to you, I talk to myself as well. Maybe I give them one next year, but not this year. No, I will not. But I will do it to some of the people that I've mentioned earlier. So I love you guys. I hope that's it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I thank you so much. The darkest nights brings the brightest of days, says Val Pal Diana. And she's also the one that gave me that keiki that I showed you earlier. Thank you, Val Pal Diana. Your kikis or keikis are doing just fine. I want to update on my dendrobium kiki. I want to update, because honey. All right, until next time. Until next time.